Good evening, everybody. I am Young Penitent, and welcome to my Icon Corner. And I'm going live on short notice tonight because that's how we do it. I got this idea about an hour ago. I made a thumbnail. I don't think I've ever made my own thumbnail, maybe once. Made my own thumbnail tonight, short notice, and I'm on time as always. Tonight we're talking about supernatural phenomena. I'm going to get right to it, actually. We had a clip that was aired on YouTube this week, and it was shared widely on social media. And it was a clip. It was from a movie, a documentary that's being made called Christianities. And it was a clip of Tucker Carlson, and he is saying that he got mauled by a demon. And I'm just going to show the clip. I'm going to let him speak for himself. I'm going to pull this clip up, and it's from Orthodox Ethos. Now, hopefully I don't get this video removed for sharing from another YouTuber, but I know Father Peter because I interviewed him. So I think if they might, if they wanted to, they could probably remove my video, but I think they're going to let it slide because we're brothers in Christ. So here I'm adding to the stage. I'm just going to play the beginning, not the whole thing. It's a 4-minute video, which you can watch yourself on Orthodox Ethos, but I'm going to play about the first minute. So just so we know what we're going to be talking about.
Do you think the presence of evil is kickstarting people to wonder about the good?
That's what happened to me.
That's what happened to you?
Oh yeah, I had a direct experience with it.
In the milieu of journalism, or just
nope, in my bed at night, and I got attacked while I was asleep with my wife and 4 dogs in the bed and mauled, physically mauled.
In a spiritual attack by a demon?
Yeah, by a demon, or by something unseen that left.
Is that right?
Claw marks on my sides, on my.
So it left physical marks?
Oh, they're still there. Yeah. A year and a half ago.
Was your wife terrified? I know you were.
I wasn't. I was totally confused. I woke up.
Okay, so that's enough of a teaser for you to know what we're going to be talking about. And so he goes on to say, Tucker Carlson goes on to say that after this attack, he started reading the Bible. He just read right through it, and then he read it again, and he went on to become a Christian. I think this is really interesting. That a public conversion from a really well-known person. Everybody in the United States knows who Tucker Carlson is. He's got a very famous podcast, and he's coming out and he's saying that he got attacked by a demon. Many people are going to be incredulous, by the way, because we live in a secular society and people don't believe in these things, even though we have people who, we just celebrated Halloween yesterday, and people go around, dressed like ghosts or whoever they might be dressed by. If you ask someone if they believe in ghosts, well, 50-50, someone will believe and someone won't. But here's a public figure saying, I was mauled by a demon. Now, did this really happen? Do I believe him? I believe him. He says he's got marks still. What is he going to mark himself up so he can just tell this story? I don't think so. But what's going on here? What is the experience of the church with demonic attacks like this? We have lots. This is if you're new to Orthodoxy, this may be news to you. But if you've been in the church and you've been reading Lives of Saints, specifically like this, these kind of things happen. You hear about these things in the lives of the Desert Fathers specifically. And I'll give an example. In the life of Saint Anthony the Great, who was considered the father of monasticism, he would go and he would sleep in the tombs, and this was a way to confront his fears, because it's frightening to go into to a cemetery at night and you spend your night there, and you hear wolves howling or whatever it might be. And he was just beaten to a pulp, bloody pulp. He was just bruised all over. And then someone, I can't remember exactly, it's been a little while since I read it, but I think someone came and found him, almost half dead, and they took him and took care of him, and he said, "What are you doing? I want to go back." He was confronting the demons. And so if you read, like, for example, Lives of the Desert Fathers, you will come across stuff like this over and over again. So this is a real phenomenon. And this is not just something that you read about either, because I've heard personal accounts of this kind of thing from multiple people in my journey as a Christian. And it'll be demons either making noises and banging on the door or something like that. And I even have in one of my interviews with Justine Alter, if you remember, I'm going to share this. So you guys can find it. Here is my YouTube channel. And if you want to find this interview that I did, you go to videos on my YouTube channel and you come down to this video here, From Psychic Cult Leader to Orthodox Christian with Justine Alter. Now you just click on that video, you can watch it. And I actually got her book, Outside of the World, and I read it. And so she was involved in, this is a contemporary. This book was just published from New Martyr Press, which there's a link in the video description if you go and watch that video. But she even talks about this in my interview. She said that when she was getting attacked by, she would see demons. She would go to a monastery, visit monasteries. She was thinking about becoming a monk or a monastic nun. And she would go there and she would see demons outside of the windows, and they would even attack her and leave bruises. She talks about it, if I remember correctly, in the video. So this is not like an uncommon thing. I have personally not experienced a demonic attack to this extent. I have experienced other supernatural phenomena, and if you're a member of the church and you talk to people, you'll hear stories of supernatural events. So supernatural phenomena are real. You might not know it growing up in secular America. They would probably hide that from you in school and so much. I mean, you never hear about it in school. You never heard about it growing up. It's never talked about on TV. So this is a common phenomena within the church, and apparently even outside of the church, because the comments on X regarding this clip of him saying this, even evangelical Christians believe in this kind of thing. And of course, Catholics will believe in this too. So this is nothing new. But I'm curious, why do you think that this happened? Why would Tucker Carlson get attacked? And my estimation of this happening is that he was probably he eventually became a Christian, and he was maybe he was thinking about Christianity in his mind. This, I think, what the demons do, they make these appearances to try to scare you. They try to scare you away from a path that is pleasing to God. If this kind of thing happens to you, and I am like the most frequent, this is probably going to happen. For example, a scenario where this might happen is you're thinking about becoming a monk or even a Christian, but specifically this probably would happen to a Christian thinking about becoming a monastic, and they would go to visit and decide they want to be a monk, and they go to a monastery. This is what would happen, probably at the very beginning, that very outset of your struggle. The demons would attack you to try to stop you. If this happens, this is probably an indication that you're on the right path. They're trying to scare you away from what you're doing. And so that is the that is my breakdown of what was happening with Tucker Carlson. He went on to become a Christian. He says he read the Bible and then he read it again. So the demons probably saw this path that they were on and they were trying to stop him, and it didn't. So what is this clip from? I want to just I want to quickly review this. This clip is from a movie that's coming out. So I shared with you the clip on Father Peter Here's YouTube channel, Orthodox Ethos, but this is actually from a movie called Christianities that is currently in development. It's in production. So this is from their website, christianitiesmovie.com, and this is the sneak peek. You can put in your email address. You can make donations to help them complete the video. And this movie is being made by John Hears right there. And John Hears is Father Peter Hears' older brother. And so this is, I guess, he has the movie is going to be about different kinds of Christianities. You know, they're not, his ministry is not like overtly Orthodox Christian, but perhaps like underneath the surface it is. I mean, because look, he's got a icon of Christ here, mosaic icon. So of course he's not hiding orthodoxy and when he's doing this, but I think something's brewing, like something as big is happening. Orthodoxy is going to be preached. I get the feeling like Orthodox Christianity is going to be preached to the whole world soon enough. Like it's more and more people are finding out about it. So here's John Hears, and I guess he has it says he's the founder of First Things Foundation, which is they send people to different parts of the world to do it's basically kind of like Peace Corps kind of work for different areas. And he also has Heavy Things Lightly podcast, which you can look up. It's a podcast. It's on YouTube. I think it used to be called Why Are We Talking About Rabbits? And so you can check that out. But I think this is a very John Hears and Peter Hears. We have a very talented family here, and they're helping to spread Christianity. They're using the internet. They're using movies. I think this is Holy Wisdom Films. This is a great thing. So go check that out. Go make a donation. Hello to the people in the chat. I mean, that's really all I wanted to say tonight. It's not going to be a long stream tonight. This is just a quick breakdown. I see people are starting to tune in, but I'm about to tune out. So you guys can go rewind the video. Donations. Okay, Rigovich asks if donations are closed. If you actually see the website, they still have your ability to donate here, so you can make donations right there on christianitiesmovie.com. So they should be still there. Okay, question from the audience. YP, do you have experience with demonic attacks? No, not like this, not like physical attacks. They attacked me, of course, with evil thoughts, which is all of our struggle. We're all struggling to overcome evil thoughts. Until we get that out of the way, we haven't really. That's like the beginning, and I've been doing this for almost 20 years. I'm still struggling with evil thoughts and evil thoughts, words and deeds. So I guess I'm still being purified. I'm not in the illumination stage yet, but thanks for the question. So Yeah. I mean, I didn't really have a extensive, what else is there anything else I wanted to say before I log out for the night? I'm just getting over a cold here. I think that's going to be it. So go check out that Christianities, watch the full video, and get the book Outside of This World. It goes into, Justine Alter was involved in the occult, like heavily involved. She was like a leader. Like people came to her and she taught other people how to do this kind of stuff. She was like a super, like she would like do magic spells and stuff like that. Like stuff I never got into any of that. The whole world is like a whole world I had never heard of, like kind of opened up to me when I did that interview. But that's a very captivating book, very interesting, very, very good read. So yes, in summation, there are supernatural phenomena, and you can expect to see it if you are truly seeking after God. So thank you for joining me for this short stream, and I'll catch you all in the next one.